versus New London Wildcats.
Hello and welcome to the Cougar Den, where the Cougars look to defend their home court from the Wildcats of New London. It's Firelands Conference action, it's live, it's free, and it all comes to you next.
Shakely Mechanical, fully qualified to help you select the best HVAC or plumbing system to fit your budget. Need AC or heating repair service? Living in North Central Ohio, Shakely's is your go-to since 1995. Exceptional service, exceptional products. Look up shakelymechanical.com today.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Hello and welcome back to the Cougars Den, where we have some more Firelands Conference action today, Storm Plumtree joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. Garrett, we got a good matchup today.
Crestview coming off a 27-game winning streak in the Firelands Conference was snapped the other night against rival St. Paul. They fell short. They still had a chance to win the Firelands Conference crown, though. Storm, however, they are tied with St. Paul currently.
And what a heartbreaker right there that one was. Came right down to the wire. I believe that one was decided by one possession. It just came down to St. Paul making their free throws.
Mary Leeper had a shot at the end of the game that Aaron Goon thought that she was fouled on, but the refs thought otherwise, and Crestview ended up falling in that game. They came out very flat in that first quarter against St. Paul. I believe the end of the first quarter was 21-4 in favor of the Flyers, so they got to come out strong here on senior night.
And got to think about how things could have been different if Crestview would have came out and played their game. I know Kylie Ringler struggled from the three-point line, and Kennedy Goon also struggled to get things done underneath.
Kennedy Goon and Kylie Ringler struggled, as you mentioned, Storm, throughout the first few periods of that game, could not get anything to go. Finally, in that third and fourth quarter, Crestview's defense began to clamp up and shut down the Flyers.
Regardless of what happened that night, Crestview still sitting at 8-1 in the conference. It is senior day here. I want to talk about this elite crew of seniors that Crestview has.
Got a lot of good ones here, Storm. Kylie Ringler, Kennedy Goon, Autumn Bailey, Destiny Lefevre, and Kristen Kreider. And don't forget about Lindsay Tim either. A good senior class for Aaron Goon.
Talking about New London here for a quick second. 4-game losing streak and have a tough opponent today.
We're on a current 4-game losing streak, Storm. As you mentioned, the last win was against Monroeville in early January. However, Kaya Theory leads the Wildcats in scoring. I believe she is first in the Firelands Conference, averaging 15 points a game, so she can definitely get it done for the Wildcats.
And we are underway. The all-seniors starting for the Cougars tonight as Autumn Bailey grabs that quick offensive rebound and puts one in early for the Cougars.
Starting off strong already, Storm, something they did not do well against St. Paul. Gets an easy bucket for Autumn Bailey down low.
going to be interesting to see how New London plays the post game here tonight, going up against the Tall Trees of Crestview. On the other end, a quick two-pointer on the way. That one is offline, and Crestview pulls it down and is going to head the other way. Lefevre passes it over to Ringler from three. She struggled from that position last time out versus St. Paul. Misses the first one right there as Kreider has it now. Back over to Ringler. Thought about trying another one. Gets it inside to Goon. Goon has it back to Ringler now. Another three-pointer on the way, and that one finds the bottom of the bucket.
Kylie Ringler struggled all night long against the Flyers from downtown, and right there she makes up for it and splashes her first three of the night to give the Cougars an early 5-0 lead.
Theory has the ball across half court now. Goon guarding her. Step back triple on the way. That one's going to be off the front iron. Offensive rebound, but a block right there from Kylie Ringler. New London, however, comes up with it off the tip and puts it up and puts it in.
Nice way to stay with it right there from Gum. Not only getting the offensive rebound, but staying with that play and getting an easy two.
Ringler once again from downtown. Goon with the strong offensive rebound, takes a couple quick power dribbles, puts it up off the backboard, grabs another offensive rebound, gives it straight to Autumn Bailey, and she's going to get fouled and head to the line for two shots.
Kennedy Goon with two straight offensive rebounds, starting off very quickly here early for the Cougars, and Autumn Bailey right there goes up, gets the foul call for two.
See if Autumn Bailey can knock down her first two at the free throw line. 6:15 left to go here in the first quarter. Autumn Bailey with her first off the front of the iron. Steps up to the line for her second now. Thought there might have been a lane violation right there, and they are going to call it. New London getting a little antsy. That was Henry on the lane violation, so Autumn Bailey's going to have another try at the line. Autumn Bailey to the free throw line on the try once again. That one's going to be a violation as that one did not touch the rim, and Lindsay Tem, the last remaining senior for the Cougars, is going to check in for the first time tonight early in the first quarter. Henry has it, trying to get it across half court, using that speed and quickness to her advantage. Decides to stop right there, gets it up top to Theory once more. Back over to Henry. Henry takes a screen right there, free throw line area. In the left corner, a three-pointer on the way. Rebound pulled down by the Cougars. Lefevre has it in the corner now. Tried to feed that one over in the corner to Kreider, but a little too much on it, and that one's going to sail out of bounds.
Case of the Butterfingers right there, Storm. Kristen Kreider could not corral the pass from her teammate, and New London gets another chance to cut into this lead.
5:45 left in the first. New London on offense now. Theory has it. Gets it over to Henry. Henry on the short corner, in the corner now. I believe that one was a two-pointer, but nonetheless, that one drops for New London.
Nice ball movement right there from the Wildcats, swinging the ball around, having some nice patience right there on the offense. Kennedy Goon gets it on the other end, can't get it to go, but the Wildcats here early tied it up and get a chance to take the lead.
Theory has it, gets it up court quickly to Popa for three. Could not find the rim on that one, and the outlet pass goes to Ringler. Ringler has the ball for the Cougars offense, gets it over to Kreider. Back to Ringler now, open on that right wing, decides not to shoot that one. Kreider has it over to Lefevre for three, and that bucket falls from the distance. A lot of three-pointers being shot in the early goings of this one.
New London sitting back in their zone, forcing Crestview to take those open threes, and they will do it at will right there. Lefevre makes them pay.
Theory has it now for the Wildcats offense. Another step back mid-range try. And how about both offenses firing at will?
Theory, someone you have to guard if you are the Cougars. Step up and get a good contesting, because she leads the league in scoring with 15 a game.
Kreider has it over to Ringler on the right wing where she likes to shoot from. Back to them. Quick move right there on the low block, off the glass, up and in.
Good take right there from Lindsay Tim, kissing it off the window. Step through two defenders right there and gets on the board for two.
Henry has it for the Wildcats. Using her dribble moves to try to get open, gets it over to Theory, who puts up a mid-range J. Ringler's taking it the other way for Crestview now across half court. Dribbling to the right wing, swings it over to Tem. Tem has it, trying to work the post, gonna turn it over right there. Gum with that steal, and the Wildcats are gonna take it off the Crestview turnover.
Last time these teams went at it was before Christmas, I believe, and Crestview smothered New London. It's right there. Kennedy Goon reads the eyes of the defender and gets the steal and leads out for another 2 for Kennedy Goon. But last time these teams played, Crestview was all over New London. I believe they won 51-24.
Theory has it for the Wildcats offense now. Lefevre guarding her. Almost turns it over, able to retain possession of the basketball, however. Looking to set something up for her offense. Gets it over into the hands of Popa. Gum has it now, swings it over to Theory. Theory over to Schmidt. Schmidt from mid-range. Offline, Goon with the rebound. Lefevre has it off the outlet pass, taking it to the left side of the court. Tried to bounce past that one into Goon. It's going to be tipped and stolen by Theory. So good defense being played on both sides, but also some great offense as we've seen both teams shoot pretty efficiently from behind the arc in the early goings of this game. Henry takes a screen right there from Schmidt. Over in the corner now is Theory. Back up top to Henry. Henry has it, Tem right on her. Henry picked up her dribble right there, but able to get it out to Popa in the left wing now is Theory. Directing traffic, getting it over in the corner. Henry's waiting for it. Up top now to Gum. Right wing, Schmidt. Back up top. Lady Wildcats being very patient on that one, but how about that block right there from Ringler on the defensive end?
Ringler and Kennedy Goon can definitely get it done on the defensive end, deflecting passes, getting block shots, as I believe Kennedy Goon averages 3 blocks a game. As right there, Kennedy Goon does tip it back out, and they get it back into her and see if she can do something with it.
Goon tried to kick that one out to Kreider, but just a little too strong on that one, and a big group substitution for all these seniors to check out, and some of the younger girls check in. Autumn Bailey in that group as well, so a big substitution right there for Crestview. Schmidt to inbound for the Wildcats. Tried to get it in right there, but the quick hands of Dinsmore got on that one, and McFarland puts it up. Will not get that layup to go. Defensive rebound pulled down by the Wildcats.
Frankie Dinsmore is a pest on defense. I believe she averages 3 steals a game, leading the conference, and she is always playing in the passing lanes. Got the steal right there, but Anna McFarland just couldn't finish.
Gonna call an illegal screen right there on Popa. Said she was sliding her feet just a little bit, and Cressview's gonna take the ball now. Dinsmore to inbound for the Cougars. Gets it into Mary Leeper. Mary Leeper looking to set something up for Crestview. Over to Dinsmore in the corner is Almond now. Almond up top to Leeper. Jab step right there, dishes it off to McFarland. Left wing is Dinsmore. Great pass right there inside to Almond, and Almond finishes the layup with ease.
Threading the needle right there. Almond, right place, right time. Nice pass from the Cougs.
Henry getting caught in the backcourt, gets it up. However, past half court to Theory. Now Henry with a triple try. New London tried to save that one, but they're going to say the ball touched out of bounds first, and it's going to go Crestview's way with 36 seconds left to go in the opening frame. Autumn Bailey has it off the inbound, gets it back to Dinsmore. Wildcats setting up a little bit of a trap here, and works out for him as Dinsmore tried to go to Leeper on that one, but a little too much on it. It's going to sail out of bounds. Looks like the Wildcats might get the last shot of this quarter. 29 seconds left to go here in the first. 14-7 your score in favor of the Cougars. Inbound in the backcourt is Henry. Dinsmore right there with her. Bringing the double team is McFarland. Henry getting trapped over in that corner, and a tipped pass right there by Almond, but they're going to say it's out of bounds off her. So the Wildcats are going to take the ball. Schmidt has it, gets it in deep, tried to get it in deep to Henry. That one's going to be thrown away, and the Cougars are going to let it bounce out of bounds, and it's going to be their ball with 15.4 left on the clock.
Crestview swarming on defense and smothering the Wildcats, getting a few deflected passes right there, and that one works out for them. They get another chance to extend their lead.
McFarland has it, gets it over to Dinsmore. 10 seconds left to go. Back to McFarland. Tries to feed that one inside, just like the last play. But what a save by Allman. Back out to McFarland for three. And that one goes as the first quarter is going to come to a close. Your score after one, your Cougars lead the Wildcats 17-7. You have been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Shakely Mechanical, fully qualified to help you select the best HVAC or plumbing system to fit your budget. Need AC or heating repair service? Living in North Central Ohio, Shakely's is your go-to since 1995. Exceptional service, exceptional products. Look up ShakelyMechanical.com today.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Second quarter action underway. Cougars versus Wildcats. Storm Bluntschli joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett as New London puts up a quick shot out of the first quarter break. Isn't going to get us a fall, but they are going to get their own offensive rebound. Going to set back up in their offense. Garrett, it was a pretty close first quarter, but plays like that is what put Crestview in front.
Crestview came out of the gates firing, and right there, Mary Leeper with a nice move. Thought there could have been a foul call, but New London does get the defensive rebound and will push the pace.
Dinsmore picking up with some tough defense in the backcourt on Theory. She does get it across half court. Henry has it now, takes a screen right there from Popa, dribbles to her right in the corner, back to Theory now. Theory has it, dishes it off to Schmidt. Schmidt puts on a couple dribble moves, gets it over to Gum. Gum takes a screen right there. Double team right there. Got a player open on the top of the key. Gonna get it to her. Couple steps behind the three-point line, and that one falls. And how about that college three-point try?
What a shot right there. I believe that one was Theory. A few steps behind the three-point line nonetheless. Throws that one up and does can it for three.
Showing off the incredible range from the distance. And that's what the Wildcats are gonna need if they wanna come back in this one. Still a lot of hoops left to be played. But with Crestview, you can never get too comfortable playing from behind. I mean, just such an incredibly stacked team in all facets of the game.
Crestview came out slow in the first quarter against St. Paul, but not tonight. A little focused and revamped for today's game. Senior night, don't want to come out here and disappoint, but New London is hanging around. If you're New London, you want to try to cut this to at least 4 points before the quarter. Don't want to fall too behind on these Cougs.
Wildcats going to set up in a little bit of a press here as Ringler inbounds it to Goon for the Cougars. Back to Ringler now in the backcourt. Over the top to Ramsey. Ramsey has it, gets it over to Leeper, but that one is a telegraph pass and picked off. One-on-one fast break, but look at the hustle from Mary Leeper to track that ball down on the fast break for the Wildcats.
Great defense right there from Mary Leeper to track down that ball and deflected out of bounds. And thought there was a little confusion right there. That ball was definitely tipped out of bounds by Mary Leeper. It should be New London ball.
Both refs signaling that it is going to be awarded to the Wildcats, so I'm not really sure what the confusion. Looks like they got it sorted out. Schmidt to inbound for the Wildcats. Gets it in deep to Henry. Henry picks up her dribble, looking to get rid of it. Gets it over to Theory. Back to Henry now. Henry rips through, dribbles, passes it off. Quick layup attempt, and they're going to tag Autumn Bailey with a foul, much to her dismay. Nonetheless, Schmidt is going to head to the charity stripe for 2.
Good opportunity for the Lady Wildcats to cut into this 7-point lead, see if they can get it down to 5 points with 6:30 remaining in the second.
Schmidt steps up to the line for her first attempt and gets that one to fall. Has one more on this trip. No substitutions being made. 6:31 left to go in the second quarter. Schmidt puts up her second free throw, and that one drops for her. Ball is inbounded to Goon, gets it up to Leaper. Leaper all the way down the court to Ramsey. Ramsey with a 3-point attempt now. Off the back of the iron and falls right into the hands of Henry for the Wildcats. Crestview setting up back in their defense. They play a ton of very aggressive defense, like to make teams uncomfortable and create turnovers just like that right on cue. Ramsey's going to take it all the way. Is going to get fouled and is going to head to the stripe for 2.
Crestview always playing the passing lanes, always playing great defense with active hands, tipping that one free with Skylar Ramsey, collects it and takes it all the way to the cup, gets rewarded with the foul call.
Ramsey's going to have 2 attempts on this trip. Steps up to the line for her first. Kreider and Lefevre are going to check back in for the Cougars as Ramsey makes her first attempt at the line. Autumn Bailey to sit. Lefevre looks like she's checking in for the shooter, so she's going to wait over there for the next dead ball. Ramsey steps up to the line for her second attempt. That one off the mark. Defensive rebound pulled down by Popa. Theory has it, setting something up for the Wildcats offense. Try to get it over there to Henry, but the Cougars so aggressive in the passing lane, it's hard to get anything by their defense. As Theory has it in the corner now for the Wildcats. Picked up her dribble, getting caught over there, needs some help, gets it over to Popa on the top of the key. Kreider guarding her, almost loses that one as well, picks up her dribble now. Gets it to Schmidt in the low block, getting swarmed, pass tip by Kreider, but she's gonna collect it and reset things for New London. Theory has it, gets it to Popa once again. New London being pretty patient, getting it inside quickly. Popa had to go quickly to get that one over the outstretched arms of Kennedy Goon, but does and is rewarded with a bucket.
Tremendous job from the Wildcats, being patient right there, not taking a bad look as right there Kylie Ringler just lobs it over the top for Kennedy Goon, but she cannot finish. The Wildcats playing great on offense, swinging the ball around, being patient, and right there get it down low and kiss it off the window.
A 4-point game now as New London has the ball off of that Crestview turnover. A mid-range J on the way off the backboard and out. Ringler taking the ball the other way, gets it up the court to Ramsey. Ramsey with a quick fake dribbles inside, and they're going to get her with a travel. So Lefevre will finally have an opportunity to check in for Ramsey. And Schmidt is going to take the ball out of bounds for the Wildcats. Schmidt gets it into Henry in the backcourt. Lefevre guarding her. And they're going to call that one a blocking foul on Lefevre. Thought there might have been a little bit of an extension of the arm right there, but a blocking foul nonetheless.
See if New London can capitalize on this opportunity to cut it down to 2 points or possibly even 1.
Henry getting across half court for New London. Gets trapped right there. Double team. Thought she traveled, but no call from the refs. And how about that mid-range jumper from Schmidt?
Crestview coming out a little sluggish here in this second quarter. Cannot get anything to go. This New London press has been doing wonders in the second quarter.
Ringler on the right wing cues up a three-pointer with the hand in her face. Gets that one to fall from 3. Taking it the other way now is New London. Henry has it on the right wing. Gets it to Popa. New London once again moving the ball around a ton on this possession, trying to work something inside. It is so difficult to score on this Crestview defense, have so much length and size. It's hard to get anything up, and when you have people like Mary Leaper who hustles on every play just like that, makes it all the more harder. Schmidt has it. Kreider guarding her, gets it over to Gum swings it all the way over to Theory. Theory, top of the key. Looks like a little bit of a broken play from the Lady Wildcats. Looking to get to see that elbow area. Decide to bring it out back to the three-point line. Screen right there, and a great backdoor cut from Gum as she cannot put it up and put it in, grabs her own miss, and it gets going on the second attempt.
Nice pick and pop play right there from Theory down to Gum. Gum staying with the play and getting the offensive rebound for two. And so far here in this first half, New London is hanging with the Cougars.
The lead comes ever so closely to tying as Kreider nails from a distance, and this is the complete opposite of what we saw versus St. Paul. Crestview firing from a very good rate on the three-point arc.
Crestview shooting a very good percentage from deep. Kylie Ringler has finally gotten into her spots and is knocking down her shots as Theory's going to try a three herself, but cannot get it to go. And Ringler, as I mentioned, has been shooting the ball much better today, and Destiny Lefevre is doing as well. As right there, she cues up another three, but does get her offensive rebound.
Leeper now has it for the Cougars. Another three-pointer on the way. Just a fake as Leeper has it back to Lefevre now, who had two wide open looks, decides not to take them. Ringler's going to take that one, however. Going to fall just short, and Goon's going to collect that one. Battle for the rebound is going to go the Wildcats' way as Dinsmore checks back in.
London already playing better than they did in the first matchup when they faced Crestview earlier in December. They only had 24 points to show for, is already up at 18.
Almost another turnover there for the Wildcats. Henry dribbling all the way down the court. And how about that block? The defensive dominance continues for the Cougars.
Monster block, goes up with two hands and swats that one away and gets the rebound.
Lefevre has it now, gets it over to Ringler at the top of the key, floats that one into Kreider. Kreider gets it back out to Dinsmore, up top to Ringler with a straight-on triple try. And how about the shooter's touch right there, softly off the rim and in.
Hit the front of the rim and rolled in. Kylie Ringler, I believe that is her third three of tonight. Storm, she is not afraid to pull it wherever she stands. If you are New London, you've got to get in her face and close out.
And for New London, taking a timeout right there. And yes, so nice to see Kylie Ringler return to standard form as we take a look at the replay. Henry thought she had this one off the screen, but the outstretched arms of Kennedy Goon said, no, 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 not today.
Kennedy Goon is such a great all-around player. She averages 14 points a game, 11 boards, so a walking double-double, and she also averages 4 blocks a game, Storm. That is in a very pristine category.
That's like Defensive Player of the Year statistic. Just an incredible statistic right there. And, you know, playing interior defense isn't always about your size. It's a lot about timing, because if you jump too early, you're going to get a foul called on you. So it's a lot more than just size like a lot of people think. I'm
sure Goon has been in the gym most of her life perfecting the art of blocking the shot, because she's been doing it since she has ever been playing basketball here at Crestview. The 4 years she's been playing for the Cougars and under Coach Goon. So Coach Goon, a very good coach, especially defensively. He not only knows how to get his shooters the ball and get his playmakers the ball, but on defense he knows how to teach them how to steal the ball, how to get deflections, and how to play in the passing lanes. Coach Goon will definitely go down as a great coach here in the Crestview program. As out of the timeout, the Wildcats are going to have it. Schmidt's inbound. Schmidt gets it into Popa. Over now to Jewel, who just checked in out of the timeout. Back over to Pope on the left wing. Once again, New London moving the ball around quite a bit. It is very hard to get an open shot versus this Crestview defense. Backdoor cut right there by Henry. She's going to dribble it off her own leg. That's going to be out of bounds with 60 ticks left to go on the second quarter clock. It was a good timeout from the Wildcats, but just could not get something drawn up to work on this Cougars defense. Got to get a stop here and don't want this one to extend to 10. Tem has it back up top to Dinsmore, over to Ringler. Thought about shooting that one, gets it to the short corner. Almond's waiting for it. Dinsmore back up to Ringler for three on the way. And how about that rebound right there from Goon, just reaching out over the New London defender. That was Esther Smith, leads the team in rebounding for the Wildcats with 8 a game. But Kennedy Goon, she had a good box out, but just the length and jumping ability from Kennedy Goon was able to pull that one down.
Dinsmore inbounding for the Cougars, gets to the left corner. Handoff back to Dinsmore, using her speed to get by the defender. Kicks it out to Tem in the corner. Going to try her own three now. Goon with that rebound off the glass and in.
Nice positioning from Kennedy. Got the defender on her backside. Goes up, gets the rebound, and gets the 2 to go.
Schmidt has it for the Wildcats. Tem on her. Over now to Popa. In the corner is Jewell. Back up top to Davidson and clear the tarmac for takeoff. Kennedy Goon on a fast break, putting it up and putting it in.
Nice steal right there, not only to get the steal, but take it all the way coast to coast and finish the play. As Allman's going to get the steal, but I believe she did travel right there.
It looks like Allman maybe wanted to pass out of that shot, but realized she was a little too late on that one. Gonna pick up the travel. 5 ticks left to go in the second quarter. The Wildcats to inbound now. Get it into Popa. Almost loses it and does. Dinsmore has it with 3 seconds. Got to put up a shot here at the buzzer. Off one leg. Off the backboard and offline. That's going to do it through to the Crestview Cougars. Lead the New London Wildcats 31-18. Going to take a quick break and be right back with some halftime stats. You are watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Shakely Mechanical, fully qualified to help you select the best HVAC or plumbing system to fit your budget. Need AC or heating repair service? Living in North Central Ohio, Shakely's is your go-to since 1995. Exceptional service, exceptional products. Look up ShakelyMechanical.com today.
No paywalls, just live sports, exclusively on the OH Report.
Welcome back to the Cougars Den, where through 2 quarters, your home court Cougars lead the New London Wildcats 31-18. Taking a look at the halftime stats, Crestview with 6 field goals, 6 threes, 1 free throw, 15 rebounds, 5 turnovers, and 3 fouls. Taking a look at New London now, 6 field goals, 2 threes, 1 free throw, 9 rebounds, 9 turnovers, and 3 fouls. Game got pretty close there in the second quarter, but Crestview able to pull away just a little bit. Storm Blunchley joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. Garrett, what are your thoughts?
New London came out hanging with the Cougars. It was a close game in that first quarter, and the Cougars in that second quarter kind of asserted their dominance, Storm, and preferably at the three-point line. Destiny Lefevre and Kylie Ringler got very hot behind the arc and were splashing threes left and right. I believe they have 6 threes made, and that's the same amount as their field goals, so they're definitely doing a good job shooting behind the arc.
Totally different story than what we saw the other night versus St. Paul. Just came out and absolutely lit things up from behind the arc. For New London, not necessarily playing a bad game, but this Crestview team is just so dominant.
New London was doing a good job in that first quarter, limiting Kennedy Goon down low in the paint, and finally Kennedy stepped up in that second quarter and got it done. But New London not doing a bad job here. Just a very tough task to come in here and beat the Cougars. But the Wildcats can get it done. They feed their scorers, and they feed Esther Schmidt down low, the leading rebounder on this team, and feed Kiara Theory, the leading scorer on this team. They can definitely get it done and maybe upset these Cougars, so we'll see.
I believe the Wildcats had it down to 4 at one point, so definitely not out of the question for a comeback for the Wildcats. It's just if they can stop the Cougars on offense enough and score enough points through this tough Crestview defense.
Crestview is definitely one of the better defenses in this Firelands Conference. They get up, swarm you, and hound you defensively, force a lot of steals, get a lot of blocks down low with Kennedy Goon. So New London got to come out, protect the ball, and then crawl back into this game.
That's going to do it for halftime here at the Cougars Den. Going to have some third and fourth quarter action coming at your faces after this break. You have been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Shakely Mechanical, fully qualified to help you select the best HVAC or plumbing system to fit your budget. Need AC or heating repair service? Living in North Central Ohio, Shakely's is your go-to since 1995. Exceptional service, exceptional products.
Look up shakelymechanical.com today. No paywalls, just live sports, exclusively on the OH Report.
Second half action moments away at the Cougars Den. Storm Blunchley joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. Firelands Conference action here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon at Crestview High School. Getting things underway as Lefevre gets it over to Tem now, starting off the second half. Backdoor cut to Lefevre. Lefevre a little too strong on the layup, rebound pulled down by the Wildcats.
What a gorgeous play design from Aaron Goon coming out of halftime. Got it over to Tim with the beautiful bounce pass down to Lefevre, who cut backdoor, just couldn't finish at the rim.
Popa has it now over to Theory on the left wing for New London. Up top is Jewel. Jewel with a quick mid-range try. Ball falls right into the lap of Kylie Ringler. Collects the rebound across half court now. Gets it into Autumn Bailey. Looked like a missed rotation there from the Wildcats, and the Cougars are going to capitalize.
Autumn Bailey using her position to her advantage. Got the defender on her back. Got the nice pass from Ringler down low and put it up for two.
Theory has it. The leading scorer for New London gets it over to Jewel. Jewel looking to get it inside. Picked up her dribble. Ringler guarding her. Gets it over to Popa. Popa dribbles inside. Tries to put one up, but he's going to get fouled on the floor, so the Wildcats are going to take things out of bounds.
New London got to continue to try to cut into this lead. Do not want to go in the fourth quarter down double digits. See what they can do here on offense.
Theory to inbound, gets it to Popa. Schmidt over to Jewel in the corner now. There's New London moving the ball around the perimeter effectively this possession. What a crossover right there from Theory. Could not get the bucket to fall, but how about the move right there, putting the defender on skates?
That was a tremendous behind the back move right there to stop the defender in her tracks, and was wide open for the shot, just could not capitalize.
Schmidt inbounding for New London. Gets it into Jewel. Jewel dribbles to her right, takes a screen right there. And they're going to call an offensive foul. I believe that one's going to go on Jewel for an illegal screen. Crestview's going to have possession now. Ringler to inbound. Gets it into Lefevre. Lefevre across half court now. Takes a screen from Tem. Tem rolling. What a bounce pass right there from Lefevre. Tem puts it up and puts it in off the glass.
Nice pick and pop play right there. Lefevre threading the needle through two New London Wildcat defenders down to Tim, and she kisses it off the window.
Theory has it for New London. Gets it over to Schmidt. Schmidt on the three-point line. Left wide open. Decides not to shoot it. That's going to be a double dribble right there. But taking a look at this pass right here, great pass through two defenders. All Tem needs to do is put it up, and she does. Gets the bucket for the Cougars.
New London struggling out of the gate here in the second half. Have not been able to get anything on the scoreboard. Have got to get going if they want to stay en route with these Cougars.
Maybe that'll be the spark they need, as it's a run out with Schmidt taking it all the other way. Gonna miss it. Theory right there staying with it. New London had a opportunity right there to get some easy points, but they're going to head to the line for two.
Nice chance to cut this down to 15 for the Wildcats. Got to stay on pace with these Cougars if they want a chance to come in here and upset them.
Theory stepping up to the line. Knocks down her first. Substitution, Autumn Bailey checks out. And Goon checks in. Theory steps up to the line for her second on this trip and gets that one to fall. Ringler inbounds quickly to Lefevre. Goon setting up at the free throw line for Crestview. Tem down screen to Ringler. To Kreider, back to the free throw line where Goon is waiting for it. Ringler to Tem now. Tem in the corner for a try. Falls right in the hands of Kreider. Kreider out to Lefevre. Lefevre swings it to Ringler for three. That one bounced around in the rim, but out. New London taking it the other way on offense. Theory has it. Lefevre guarding her. Half spin right there. Theory picks up her dribble. Gets it over to Gum. Gum up top now. Getting it inside quickly now. Count that bucket and a foul as Gum is going to head to the line to try to convert the and one.
Big play from Gum right there, getting the and one. Another opportunity for these Wildcats to scratch and claw their way back into this one. If she makes this one, it's a 12-point game.
Lefevre, Kreider, and Tem are going to sit down for the Cougars, and Dinsmore and Ramsey are going to check in as well as Leeper. Offensive rebound right there for New London off the free throw, and how about that 4-point swing?
New London clawing their way back into this one, Storm. They have cut it down to 11. Let's see if the Cougars can respond.
Crestview now on offense. Swing the ball around the perimeter effectively. McFarland has it, kicks it out to Dinsmore. Over in the corner's ring, floats that one up to Goon. How about that pass? Goon collects her own rebound. He's going to get fouled. Ref's going to say no shot, and the Cougars are going to take it out of bounds on the baseline.
Did not see a lot of getting the ball down to Kennedy Goon against St. Paul. Might have been why they struggled just a little bit coming out of the gates, but right there, Goon with the blow-by animation right there, got by her and got the easy two.
New London inbounding now, trying to break this Crestview press. Getting across half court now, Schmidt. Schmidt with Leeper right there on her. Behind the back move from Theory. Theory gets it over to the right wing. Jewel is waiting for it, takes a screen. Getting it to the corner. Theory waiting for it, and a triple try on the way. Rebound falls into the hands of Dinsmore. Dinsmore in a run out now, gets it all the way up to McFarland. McFarland tried to bounce pass it right there to Goon. No harm, no foul as McFarland gets it back. Cannot put that mid-range up, but look at Leeper with the hustle on the offensive rebound. He's going to toss it off the New London defender's foot, and it's going to go out of bounds. Inbounding for the Cougars is Leeper. Over the top to Goon. Over to Ringler now. Inside pass, entry pass right there to Goon. Takes one dribble, spins around, and gets that post move to fall.
Heck of a game so far from Kennedy Goon, asserting her dominance down low, getting the ball on that low block, and using the fancy footwork to go to school.
Jewel has it in the backcourt. McFarland staying right with her all the way down the court. Picks up her dribble, trying to get it to Theory, and what a backdoor cut right there by Theory to get the defender off her. Mid-range from Schmidt, collects her own rebound, puts it up, is going to get fouled and head to the line for two.
Lead back up to 15 here with 3:12 remaining in this third quarter. New London went on, I believe, a 6-0 run. And upped it back up to 15, but right there cannot cut the lead down to 14. New London got to get going here. Only 3 minutes left in the third. Do not want to go in the fourth quarter trailing by over 10.
So Almond, usually the spark plug off the bench for the Cougars, checks in and is going to inbound it to Dinsmore now. Dinsmore bringing it up. Goon set up on the free throw line once again. McFarland has it back over to Dinsmore to Leeper. Leeper with a head fake, dribbles inside, kicks it all the way over to McFarland from mid. That one looked online from my angle, but it is going to be offline, and Jewel's going to collect the rebound. Jewel dribbling around backcourt, doesn't see Leeper coming for the trap, gets caught over there in that corner, picks up her dribble. That one's going to be thrown right away, and that one's going to be a backcourt violation. Schmidt tried to save it to no avail, as that one is going to be backcourt.
Not what you wanted if you are a Wildcat fan. Another turnover. They did cut out on the turnovers here earlier in the third quarter, but Crestview's defense beginning to smother them again.
Crestview moving the ball on the perimeter effectively. Dinsmore back to Leeper, left wing, triple try. Offline, Leeper stays with her own rebound. Bounce pass right there to Goon. What a pass! As that play was choreographed perfectly for Kennedy Goon.
The ball movement for the Cougars is working. They're getting the ball down to Kennedy Goon. I believe she was shoved in the back too. Could have been a foul call. But nonetheless, the Cougars almost forced another turnover, but it will stay with the Wildcats.
Ramsey's going to check in for the Cougars. Dinsmore is going to sit. And how about this Crestview defense once again taking another quarter, by the horns, just playing such aggressive defense. Theory has it now, getting it across half court. Step back jumper on the way. Rebound to Goon now. McFarland has it across half court. Right wing now. Back to McFarland, over to Ramsey. Ramsey head fake. Over in the corner is Almond, dribbles back to Ramsey. Ramsey thought about the three. Once again, Crestview moving the ball around the perimeter very effectively before trying another three-pointer. Goon reaching up and snagging that one out of the sky and putting it in for a couple.
Kennedy Goon cannot be stopped down low. New London does not have an answer for her. You've got to box out and put a body on Goon because she will just live down low in the paint, grabbing offensive rebounds.
Ramsey guarding Theory, able to get it across half court. Screen right there from Jewel. Dribbles to her right, puts it up. And Goon collects another rebound for her total. Already so many rebounds tonight as the outlet pass goes to Leaper. Leaper has it now over to Ramsey. Ramsey really thought about that triple. Just going to move the ball around. Ramsey has it once again left wing. Fakes out right there. Kicks it out. McFarland has it. Gets it into Goon. Goon with a couple quick dribbles. Puts it up. Will not fill it up on the first attempt, but will fill it up on the second.
Two defenders were there, but Kennedy Goon with the better offense right there. Missed the first one, got her own offensive rebound, and then got it to go for two.
45 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. As Theory has it for New London, getting trapped in that corner, and New London is going to be forced to call timeout.
I believe New London did cut it down to a 12-point game, Storm, and all of a sudden Crestview putting their foot on the gas, and now there's a 20-point advantage.
And for Crestview, let's talk about the hustle a little bit. So incredible to watch what they do. They're always grabbing pretty much every rebound, diving on the floor for loose balls. This team shows no signs of fatigue ever.
You can try to coach as much as you want, but you really cannot teach a lot of hustle or effort right there. Mary Leaper, Frankie Dinsmore, Anna McFarland always diving for those loose balls, tipping the ball, getting deflections, and getting steals. It's just it's really unteachable and uncoachable.
Yeah, definitely a lot of heart for that team as they step back on the floor out of the timeout. New London's going to have it. And for them, this season has just kind of been a learning stepping stone for them.
A struggling year so far for the Wildcats here in the loaded Firelands Conference. St. Paul and Crestview atop the standings, but they got a few bright spots on this New London team. Theory leading the league with 15 points a game. They've had a few good wins, but just cannot get it done against the top-tier teams, and it's hard to do when you're playing, Crestview and St. Paul. They're very good squads, and New London, I'm sure they're learning each game.
New London inbounds it quickly to Popa. Popa dribbling, picks up her dribble, gets it over to Schmidt. Schmidt turns it over. Goon's going to have it on the fast break once again. Fading away, and that one's going to get blocked by Theory. Oh my goodness, how about that block? Had to get vertical right there to knock that one away from Goon.
You hear the oohs and the ahs in the crowd. You really don't see Kennedy Goon get blocked a whole lot, Storm, right there. I believe that was Theory who blocked that one up with athleticism, got a hand on it.
McFarland has it, swings it over to Ramsey, right wing, looking to get it inside to Goon, who has position, decides not to throw the entry pass with 10 seconds left to go. Almond has it in the corner, swing it around the perimeter once again. Leaper, mid-range try with less than 10 to go. Offensive rebound put up and in, and that's going to close out the third quarter here at Crestview. Your score after three. The Cougars lead the Wildcats 47-25. Going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You've been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Shakely Mechanical, fully qualified to help you select the best HVAC or plumbing system to fit your budget. Need AC or heating repair service? Living in North Central Ohio, Shakely's is your go-to since 1995. Exceptional service, exceptional products.
Look up ShakelyMechanical.com today.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Fourth quarter action moments away here at the Cougars Den Firelands Conference matchup. Cougars versus Wildcats. Storm Bluntschli joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And Garrett, Crestview really broke things open there in the third.
It was a close game at halftime. I believe the margin was only 13 points, but now Crestview up by 22. Let's see if they continue to put their foot on the gas pedal, or will the Wildcats claw back into this one and spoil the Cougar senior day?
Henry has it, Kreider guarding her. Henry on the left wing, looking to get it over to Schmidt, and does. Schmidt in the corner, quick crossover right there, a little too quick, and it's going to be out of bounds. Crestview taking possession.
Crestview doing it on the defensive end once again, forcing a lot of loose balls and a bunch of turnovers for the Wildcats. Cannot turn the ball over a boatload of times against the Cougars if you want a chance to come in here and win.
Lefevre has it in the early goings of the fourth quarter for the Cougars, gets it over to Ringler. Ringler entry pass to Autumn Bailey. Autumn Bailey is going to get fouled on the shot attempt, going to step up to the charity stripe. Crestview with a lot of opportunities at the free throw line tonight. Have been converting a lot of them, but speaking of shooting high percentages, how about their effort from behind the three-point arc?
They've been knocking down threes left and right, Storm, and it's been the majority of shots from Kylie Ringler and Destiny Lefevre. They've been left wide open due to New London's zone, and Crestview being very patient and swinging the ball around and not forcing anything up.
Autumn Bailey unable to get her second free throw to fall. Theory's going to have the ball for the Wildcats off of that miss. Schmidt now on the right wing, dribbling to her left, gets it over to Theory in the corner, over the outstretched arms of Lefevre. Tem's going to muscle down a rebound, but it is going to be a foul, I believe, on Schmidt. Yeah, so the refs are going to call a foul on Schmidt. I thought maybe a jump ball was going to be the call right there, but Tim gets rewarded for her efforts, and that will go down as a rebound for her. Inbound right there to Lefevre for the Cougars offense. 7 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Lefevre across half court now. Theory on her. Dribbling all the way inside of that low block. Gets it out to Ringler on the corner. Kreider has it now over to Lefevre. Lefevre trying to drive all the way inside. Tossed up a little bit of a circus shot right there. Not going to get that one to fall. Theory the other way. Going to tag Lefevre with a blocking foul. Not a lot of fouls tonight in this one, however. It has been a relatively clean game for both teams.
This fourth quarter beginning to get a little chippy. Both teams trying to get up in there, especially for New London, trying to get some steals and cause some mayhem on the defensive end so they can get some free, easy looks.
Theory, the dominant ball handler, cues up a three-pointer from way downtown. That one's going to fall into the hands of Henry, and they're going to get it back to Theory now. Over on the left wing is Schmidt. Schmidt dribbles to the free throw line, kicks it back out in the corner to Theory. Theory, another three on the way. Long rebound goes to Popa. Backdoor cut by Theory, dribbles inside, takes a Euro step, finger rolls that one right in. What a move right there from Theory.
Nice shot right there, crossing over defenders and scooping it up and in. Nice layup right there from the Wildcats.
Kreider has it, and they're going to get her with a double dribble. Taking a look at this replay brought to you by Scout Construction. What a move. Uses her two steps so efficiently, and Theory gets all the way to the hoop and puts it in for two. Henry has it now for the Wildcats offense. Gorgeous crossover right there on the defender, Kreider. Goon stepping over to the check-in table. Henry tried to hit Theory on the backdoor cut right there, but a little bit of a miscue. That ball sails out of bounds, and Goon checks in for Tem. One of the many seniors on this squad and a big impact player off the bench.
Tim can definitely step in knock down the mid-range shots where she usually lives when she is on the floor, spotting up a little outside those elbows and splashing some mid-range J's.
Ringler with a quick pass inside to Autumn Bailey, who tries to put it up, but Goon's got her back as she kicks it back out. And Lefevre, a three-pointer on the way. So not a lot of three-pointers being made from both these teams in the second half. Nothing like what we saw in the first.
I believe most of Crestview's threes were in the first and second quarter from Kylie Ringler and Destiny Lefevre. Lefevre had an opportunity right there, but nice bounce pass to thread the needle from the Wildcats, who starting to get a little run here going. Crestview sluggish here in this fourth quarter.
Timeout right there taken by New London, I believe. While we have a little bit of a break in our action, yours truly are going to beeline it right to Upper Sandusky after this one. Going to be calling their boys game. They were in action last night, so back-to-back nights playing for Upper Sandusky, and they won in dominating fashion.
The Rams throttled the Rocket Storm last night in I believe it was 66-26 win, adding to their Northern 10 record. I believe they moved to 9-3 in the conference, so we get another Northern 10 matchup tonight. The Buckeye Central Bucks will travel to Upper Sandusky and play the Rams.
So if you like hearing yours truly, joined by Garrett Parlett on the call, make sure you turn in for that one. Or if you just like high school hoops live and free, some hot pizza for you, make sure you join in. Out of the timeout, gonna be Crestview's possession. Their normal starting five in. Looks like they're gonna close it out here in the fourth quarter. Leeper gets it inbounded to Dinsmore. Dinsmore swings it over to Ringler on the left wing. Back up top to Leeper. Ringler now with a three-pointer on the way. Goon's going to track down that rebound and kick it back out to Dinsmore to reset things. Autumn Bailey free throw line jumper. And look at Leeper soaring in right there to save that one to no avail, however, as she gets a turnover right there. And look at the hustle from Mary Leeper, just 100% all the time.
The Cougars had back-to-back air balls, thought their legs were getting a little tired, but nonetheless, Mary Leeper with the hustle comes from behind the defender, tips it, and gets it to go for two.
Going to get Mary Leeper being a little too aggressive on that one, but I mean, just going not even 100%, probably 110% every play, every time she's on the court.
Mary Leeper constantly playing the passing lanes and playing defense with active hands. One of the better defenders on this Crestview squad, gets a lot of steals, and it sets up her offensive game where she can run out in transition and get easy layups and easy jumpers.
Schmidt steps up to the line for the one-and-one, gets her first to go, so she's going to get rewarded with another one. 20-point game here in the fourth quarter with 4:09 left to go. Schmidt steps up to the line for her second. That one rattles around the rim and in. Dinsmore receiving the inbound pass. Cross half court now. Theory guarding her. Ringler left wing floats it inside to Autumn. Bailey puts it up. That one hung on the rim and fought for the rebound was Goon, but going to fall into the hands of the Lady Wildcats, who have had some trouble getting it across half court against this Cougars defense. Schmidt's going to inbound once again for the Wildcats. Trying to break this Crestview press. They get it into Henry. Henry running across half court. Ringler staying right there with her. And they're going to get Ringler with the foul as Henry with a burst of speed try to get all the way to the rim.
Thought it might have been clean if Kylie Ringler did not go for the swipe down. Storm, let's mention it once again. As a defender, you typically do not want to swipe down, especially right in front of the referee. They almost will call that 10 times out of 10. Always want to try to swipe up and not get any kind of, any swipe on the hand or anything like that, and that's usually when the refs will call the foul.
Coach Goon taught us that one in 8th grade. Such a great basketball mind he is. Watching his daughter from the scores table over there, I'm sure he couldn't be more proud on this senior day of her. As Emma Almond checks in for Kylie Ringler off of that free throw make. Dinsmore has it across half court. McFarland also steps up to the check-in table. Over in the corner is Allman now. Allman up top to Leaper. Over to Dinsmore, left wing. Free throw line, Goon now. Takes a couple quick power dribbles, trying to get position in the post, falls away. That one cannot climb over the rim. It's going to fall out, and New London has possession. Schmidt across half court. Bailey sticking right there with her. Gets it over to Henry. Henry swings it all the way over to Schmidt in the right corner. Looking to get it into the hands of Theory, the leading scorer for the Wildcats. Schmidt decides to take it for herself. Floater in the lane, off the backboard and in.
Nice floater right there from Schmidt. Getting it over Autumn Bailey, the defender, her outstretched arms, and the door is still barely open. Storm, if New London can capitalize on these defensive possessions, get some steals, and get some easy free buckets.
They've got to go quickly as the clock is not their friend. Allman has it, trying to get it to Goon, and does. And that has been the bread and butter play all season for the Cougars, just floating it over the top to Kennedy Goon and letting her go to work in the low block.
It's been there all night long. Kennedy Goon using her size and her position down low to get the easy entry passes over the top and sets up for an easy layup.
Dinsmore taking a spill right there. Believe she had a turned ankle on a New London Wildcat as Theory knocks down the triple. Almond has the rock for the Cougars offense. Gets it over to Dinsmore, left wing. Looking to get it inside to Autumn Bailey, and does. Quick dribble from Bailey. Bailey puts it up off the glass. That one's not going to fall for it. Ripped away from Goon. Pretty quick jump ball call right there. And possession's going to stay with New London. Excuse me, Crestview's going to take possession. Autumn Bailey and Frankie Dinsmore check out for the Cougars. Leaper gets it in quickly to to Goon. Goon took a spill right there, going to call it out of bounds off of her with a $1:42 left to go here in the fourth quarter.
Looks like Crestview can get a stop on this possession and kind of shut the door on the Wildcats today and pick up another Firelands Conference win for the Lady Cougars, and they'll move to 9-1 in the conference.
Schmidt has it, crossover right there on Mary Leaper. McFarland switches on to her. Schmidt backing up, running out of room, gets it over to Popa. Theory has it in the right corner. Ramsey sticking right with her. Jewel has it. Over to Henry. Henry, a couple quick dribbles, gets it out of her hand. Over to Schmidt now once again on this possession. Schmidt back to Henry. Lady Wildcats being patient on this possession, cannot do that in this stage of the game as they get it to Theory once again. Gorgeous behind the back move right there. Step back, got the defender in the air, but Ramsey able to stay with it. 48 seconds left to go here in the fourth. Popa has it back to Theory. Theory dribbling to her right, trying to set something up for the Wildcats. Great defensive possession here for the Cougars as they have not given up a wide open shot in a long time. Ramsey on defense, guarding Theory. Theory dribbling inside. Backdoor cut wasn't there. Popa has it. Dribbles inside, puts it up, and fills it up. With 10 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter, looks like Crestview's going to cruise to another Firelands Conference way. Ramsey trying to put the icing on the cake. That one falls out. And a block right there to end off this one by Mary Leaper. That is going to do it here for the fourth quarter of play. Make sure you stick with us as we're going to have some final stats and a player of the game interview. Your final score, however, is your Crestview Cougars defeating the New London Wildcats 52-39. You have been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Shakely Mechanical. Fully qualified to help you select the best HVAC or plumbing system to fit your budget. Need AC or heating repair service? Living in North Central Ohio, Shakely's is your go-to since 1995. Exceptional service, exceptional products.
Look up ShakelyMechanical.com today. No paywalls, just live sports. Exclusively on the OH Report.
Standing courtside now with our player of the game, brought to you by Kissel's Lawn Care. Kennedy Goon, one of the many seniors who had a special little ceremony here before the game. What does it mean to you to come out and get a big win on senior night?
It means a lot. I mean, us 6 seniors have worked hard all these 4 years, and it just means a lot to come out and get a big win. Even though it's not technically our last home game, it's still just a special time, and we all got to kind of play together, which we haven't got to do for a while, so it was special, yeah.
In and out of quarantine pretty much all season. You guys have had some troubles with that. What does it mean to finally kind of get back out here? I know you've had some games here recently, but what does it mean to you to finally kind of get back out here and play some Firelands Conference hoops?
Yeah, it feels awesome. I think I honestly took it for granted before because it really, it stunk not being able to play for 2 weeks, and it feels really good to get back out, and we're kind of getting back in the swing of things. Took a while, but I think we're getting it back, so we're good.
A monstrous game for you on the defensive end. How are you able to block so many shots over the course of not only a game but a total season?
I mean, my height helps a little bit, but it's just a mentality. I just go after every ball like I'm going to get it, and that's what I try to do. So.
One more question for you. A big Firelands Conference win here today. Lost to St. Paul, bounce-back game here. Where do you guys go from here, not only in the conference but entering tournament time?
I mean, obviously we plan on winning out the conference here on out. St. Paul was rough for us, but our next goal is just sectional championships, finish out the season, and then one game at a time.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to our player of the game, Kennedy Goon.
Thank you.
Brought to you by Kissel's Lawn Care. Go out, enjoy your win. Still got a lot of Saturday left, so enjoy that, but thank you very much.
Thank you.
Alrighty, having Garrett Parlett step back into the booth now. Going to take a look at some final stats here from the Cougars Den. Crestview, of course, victorious over the London Wildcats, 52-39. Taking a look at the stats, Crestview with 16 field goals, 6 threes, 2 free throws, 30 rebounds, 9 turnovers, and 10 fouls. New London with 12 field goals, 3 threes, 7 free throws, 20 rebounds, 13 turnovers, and 6 fouls. Garrett, like we said, New London brought it back a little bit in the second quarter, but Crestview never looked back after that.
Crestview got off to an early lead, and the New London did respond at the end of that first and beginning of the second quarter, but the Cougars just kept their foot on the gas pedal and continued to dominate as they do usually here in the Firelands Conference. Was on a 27-game winning streak in the Firelands Conference before St. Paul came in here and snapped that on Thursday. So the Cougars get back in the win column.
The Cougars still in the race for the Firelands Conference Championship. On the other end of the spectrum, the New London Wildcats, not quite the season you want to have.
Struggling here at the beginning of 21, and they continue to do so here into February. Their last win was in early January against a Monroeville team, but they do got the scores on this team to be able to upset some tough caliber teams, but tonight could not get it done as Crestview was just too much for the Wildcats.
That is going to do it here at the Cougars Den for Storm Blunchley and Garrett Parlett. Got to hightail it out of here. Got another game to catch at Upper Sandusky. So on behalf of Garrett Parlett, this has been Storm Blunchley, and you have been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.